Patreon member shout out. Attention that we crave, don't tell us to behave. I'm sick of always hearing act my age. I don't want to waste my time. Come another casualty of society, I'll never fall in line. Come another victim of conformity, back down. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Veve Owe Me update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. So, I'm not 100% sure what the title of this video will be, but basically one of my biggest mistakes, short-term mistakes, that might not even be a mistake, will long-term make me the most money. I'm talking about me going a little crazy over the weekend and getting a total of 9 secret rare alligator Lokis. I've gone over this in videos before, and including my last video, say like, hey, group funding is coming, they're going to come, they're going to make an ETF, they're going to make a mutual fund, and they're going to buy a bunch of these things, and they're going to burn them just so that they can monopolize renting. Again, that is just one of the reasons why I think that particular one, because it's low mint and whatever, will go up. But again, short term, probably would have been better if I would have just taken all that and put it into Wonder Woman, or taken all that, put it into something a little more popular. Well, I think long term that was probably a decent move, is just because there's going to be a lot more people coming in the long term. Even Jeremy Padower said that we would have, 10 million is not outside of the realm of possibility next year, which a week or so ago when I was on the Voices of Veve with Wendy Stibalis and Jeremy Padower, I had said that and said I wouldn't bet against you, but now I'm thinking that I was wrong. Now I'm thinking that number is too conservative, and I think 12 to 13 million, and I'll tell you why. Jeremy Padower says, quote, 20 to 30,000 new daily users times 365 days equals approximately 10 million total users end of 2022, assuming the pace of new users growth is flat. That's a very big if. That's a very big assumption there, assuming that the pace of the growth will be flat. If new drops and secondary market sales paced alongside 10x growth and tokens stayed flat, then 3 billion monthly burn becomes 30 billion monthly burn of the non-circulating supply gets smoked. No pun intended. Why I think that will help vindicate me and help me make my particular move of buying that many secret rare alligator Lokis very good is because you have that many people coming in and so few of those alligator Lokis. And also, spoilers, but he survived Alligator Loki in Loki's season 1. Probably going to be back in season 2. Pretty much a fan favorite. Every animal, whether it's, Hawk of Seven Deadly Sins or Happy in Fairy Tale, people love the animals. Like, they love it. Pabu in Legend of Korra, everyone loved. Appa in Avatar: The Last Airbender, everyone loved. I could go on forever. But why I think that 12 to 13 million is possible as well, because this is assuming that the rate at which we are growing is going to stay stagnant, or it's going to stay at 20 to 30,000 each day. I do not believe that. I believe that with the addition of localization, where we're able to get other countries such as China, Asia in general is just completely massive. That in conjunction with the fact that we have not announced every IP that we have yet. Even if we go and we say we don't announce any new IP and we just announce, hey, look at how many people got excited for Voltron. Look at how many people got excited for all these things that we're doing that we've already announced in the past, like DreamWorks and stuff. And it's finally coming to fruition. We still have 2 different types of Star Trek. We still have 3 different types of Jurassic Park. We still have GM. We still have Fast and Furious. This is not including one of the biggest IPs of them all, Nintendo. And having Nintendo, Pokemon. And I know you're saying, like, well, that's not confirmed. I mean, based on the tweets in 2018 talking about Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, blockchain, Nintendo, Mario Brothers, TMNT, as in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I think it's pretty safe to say when they're hashtagging Pokemon and talking about Al Khan and the blockchain, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that we might have at least one of the properties, if not all of them. Again, just my opinion, though. Don't take that to the bank, not financial advice. The other thing that I did notice is that some people are talking about a gem squeeze. Brock McBlockchain tweets, I still don't think we see a gem squeeze this time. Lots of people talking about it, but I think people have upgraded their gem management skills. like me, I had gone on and said that, hey, I am no longer going to be caught, without gems, because what happened in, Disney Week, I did not have enough gems for Walt. I missed out on thousands of dollars because I couldn't get. Obviously, you're not going to get them on the drop. That's very, very, very hard to do. You had hundreds of thousands of people going for them. But what happened was I could have got them for $2,400. Could have got them for $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. It doesn't matter. I didn't get him because I couldn't get him because I didn't have enough gems. And what's he now, like $11,000? Short term, it doesn't really matter what things. Long term, I guarantee you that secret rare alligator Loki triples, if not like 5x's. Partly because some people will want it, especially when Loki Season 2 comes out, which that might not even happen until 2023, but just because the onboarding of so many new people. And again, I think you could do that with anything. I don't think that it's just that. I think that short term, that might have been a mistake because that's been out for a while, that's been staying stagnant, that hasn't really moved. Whereas a bunch of others are more likely to move a little bit. Again, the more popular ones. Like I could have bought a few Todd McFarlane Batmans. I could have bought, a few Wonder Womans. I could have bought a few Supermans. At some point, like the biggest brands, like why do they keep making the Batman comics when a lot of people complain about them? Like my friend Ty said, well, that's the ones that keep selling. Those are the ones that people keep buying. That's the ones that people keep selling, so they're making those. Again, certain types, they're not going to discontinue Batman like ever. Alligator Loki's, again, Storm probably would have been the better one for me to do. But I made my decision. I made my bed, got to lay in it. And people are right. David had said in the last AMA or like 2 weeks ago that 90% of people have less than 100 gems, like in their account, which is bananas considering that the fact that we have so 1 million people have 100 gems or less in their account. Now that's not saying that they won't be able to. They don't have NFTs that they could sell and they can get more of that, but that is, I don't think that. The regardless of how many people have those gems in their account that want to cash out, there's not that much. There's not that much for them to cash out. Okay, they cash out $50, $100. I get it. $50 million leaving. Yeah, gem squeeze, it might happen. With the amount of people coming in to get that out, let's do the math real quick. The math is, let's say if 10% of these people that have 100 gems or less in it, let's say they have 100 gems, all of them, and 10% of them want to cash out. So 100,000 people want to cash out 100 gems. That is about $10 million. How many divided by, let's say, 20,000 people, that would have the 20,000 new people spend about $500 each. It's like, but Chavez, these people only have 100 gems. Why are 20,000 people going to spend 500 gems? Okay, no problem. Let's just wait 5 days for them to be 100,000 new users to all put them $100 in. And that's it. If there is a gem squeeze, it will last maybe a couple of days as newer on-users board in. Again, I was at a party last night with a buddy of mine who I had met back in August. He's into it. He has 8 million Omi. He bought a secret rare alligator Loki yesterday, and there's just a bunch of I just thought like, yeah, I just bought this for reasons. It's like, okay, I'm gonna buy it. It's like, oh, all right, I didn't know all that was happening. But we were talking to everybody there about it, just spreading the joy. And again, we have somebody saying what makes anybody think the amount of new daily users is sustainable. Big surge from Disney, sure, but to think this amount of new users would be added daily for 365 days is absurd. I agree. It is absurd that this few users might be added each day. I think there's going to be a lot more. Again, when you have, and I've said it once, said it a million times before. I'll say it again. 900 million smartphones in China. 1% of that coming on board is 9 million people. That just in China alone. So yeah, no, they have not done any marketing with this. The marketing has not been done. When they decide to turn it on, which they can at any moment, boom. I think 12 to 13 million users is my new somewhat conservative target goal, and I think 15 million is not outside the realm of possibility. I think that is very, 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 very doable by the end of next year. Again, this is all just my opinion, but this is just the beginning. I believe there will be many things that will just be taken off the market. Some never be seen again. Some, again, just like Pokemon. Some of them will be seen every couple months, every year, and all it takes at that time is just a couple of people with an extra couple $100,000 just to throw away. Again, you get someone like Lewis Morgan who's in here. Go watch that interview I did with him because it was great. Saying like, oh, hey, I really like this. Oh, this doesn't come out that much. Let me go and put $500,000 in a separate account. Or when we have OMI to NFT, and you have these amounts of people saying like, yeah, all it takes is a couple of people with large amounts of money that they don't need to just go and buy something and push the price up this way. Whether it's a low mint, whether it's something that won't come out, not financial advice. Anyway, guys, I gotta bounce. Everyone check out Star Helix, Wendy Stibalis, and Kyle Willson on YouTube. Check out at Not Star Helix, at Hey David Don, and at EQ_crypto on the Twitter. I would say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Bye.